Derek, can you share your emotions knowing that Andy's about to retire, Mo's about to retire, and you're going to be the last remaining member of the dynasty?
I've known about both of them for quite some time, so it's not like this is some sort of a shock to me. Everyone knows how close I've been with those guys throughout the years. Played together for, 22 seasons, parts of 22 seasons ever since I was 18 years old. So these are guys that I've shared a lot of history with, a lot of experiences with. They'll be missed. The same as when Jorge retired. These guys are going to be missed not only by me, but by the fans and the entire organization.
What's it going to be like for you to be back here next year without any of those guys?
Don't know. I haven't thought about it. We've always had pretty similar personalities where we never really think about what's next. We just focus on each and every day. So it's not something that's crossed my mind. Like I said, I've known about this for a while, but I just haven't thought about it.
Who else?
Derek, can you talk about the first time you ever met Mariano and the first time you ever met Andy?
I met Andy first. I played with him my first year in 1992. I was in rookie ball and then got promoted. I don't know why I got promoted. I think it was just because our rookie season was over and Greensboro season was a couple weeks longer. So I went up there and got an opportunity to meet Andy. I think our lockers were close to each other. But I was, we really didn't have much of a relationship there. I was scared to death when I was in Greensboro. But the following year, in '93, we didn't play together. But then in '94 in AAA, we got a chance to play together, and then been together ever since. Mo, I didn't play with Mo until 1993 in Greensboro. So we were together that full season and every year afterwards. So seems it was a long time ago. It seems like it was yesterday in some sense, but like I said before, we experienced a lot of things together, and these are guys that I think our personalities clicked right away, and it's not like we hung out every single day, but we had the same mindsets, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why we've been able to play here for this long.
Go ahead, Tom.
Derek, now that you've essentially outlasted Jorge and Mo and Andy, what do you see as the future? Do you see, when you came in, there was a lot of good young players coming at the same time. What do you see the direction of this organization as right now?
Oh, well, one thing I don't really think you can use us as examples. You're talking about 4 guys that played together in one place for I don't even know how many years. What was it? Well, Andy left for a couple of years, but you're talking about parts of 17 years until Jorge left, and 19 with us 3 that are left here now. You're not going to see that again, I don't think. I could be wrong, but it's pretty difficult for one guy to stay with one team for that period of time, let alone 4 guys. What's the future of the organization? Well, you hope they have a lot of young players that can come up and contribute. I don't know if it'll be to the extent that we have, and what I mean by that is the time frame. I don't know if you'll see that again. But, yeah, you always need to have an influx of young players that come in and help organizations. That's how we were able to be successful, and I think that's how any organization can continue or maintain success throughout the years.
There is so many years played together with Mariano. Obviously, it's a lot of memory. One of the best memories you can remember you guys lived together is?
One of the best memories?
Right.
We got a lot of good memories. It's kind of hard to just pick one memory. A lot of things stand out. We were always promoted together. We got sent down on the same day. I remember when we got sent down, we were both pretty much in tears, making a pact that we were going to come back as soon as possible, and sitting down saying that we thought we belonged and we're hoping we get another chance. I don't know if that's a good one or a bad one. Was that a good memory or a bad memory? That's a good one, right? It's a memory.
World Series together.
The first World Series together? Well, it was our first full year. Andy was here in '95 the entire year. Me and Mo, our first full year was '96. Mo pitched a little bit in '95, but from opening day on was '96. So, yeah, especially since taking into consideration what had happened to us the previous year in terms of getting sent down, yeah, winning that championship the first year is something that you dream of.
Derek, along those lines, you guys had a lot of success right away, the four of you, and, through the first 5 years of your career. At what point did you realize that it was a unique and maybe even unprecedented situation that you were in the middle of?
Now?
That's my question. Did it take that long?
Yeah, because it's you got to remember, when we came up, we felt as though if we didn't do our job, we were gone. We felt as though we had to prove ourselves each and every year. We never had an opportunity to get comfortable. We played for an owner that would get rid of you. And in my opinion, that was a good thing. We always felt as though we were competing for our jobs, and we had to prove ourselves each and every year, and that's what we continue to do. So I don't know if you ever really sit back. Now I get a chance to reflect on those three, and you'll see how special it was that we were able to stay together this long.
Derek, is it? You've spoken many times about a frustrating season for you, a nightmare season. How difficult is it for you now to think that you will not be on the field on Sunday when Andy pitches his last game at Yankee Stadium and Mo is being honored, and you're not part of the Yankees? You're not an active player on the field.
Well, you never know. When am I 15 day? I know they put me on a 60 day, right? Yeah. So if I was on 15, then maybe you never know. But yeah, look, we've been on the field so many times together. I mean, it's. I would love to be. I'll be here. I think that's good enough for me. I'd love to be on the field, but unfortunately, for other circumstances, I can't. But we've shared a lot of time on the field before, and those are things I'll remember. But I'll be here.
Derek, if you had one word or phrase to sum up what kind of pitcher and teammate Andy has been over the years, what would it be? Man, Andy's a professional. He expects a lot out of himself. He beats himself up a lot. We laugh at him because he's always yelling at himself and talking to himself on the mound. Probably things you guys aren't even aware of, but I'm pretty close to him, and it's fun watching him beat himself up because he expects to be perfect. I mean, nobody's perfect, but he has those expectations, and that's the reason why he's had so much success over the years.
One or two more, all the way in the back.
Derek, do you have one memory of Andy that stands out in particular?
One, it's so difficult to sit here and try to pick one memory. I mean, he's had so much success. I think that game in Atlanta was pretty good in 1996 when he shut out the Braves. It's probably one of the better games that he's pitched in his career. It's tough to rate him, but especially with all the success he's had in the postseason. But that one, that one will stand out.